Hello guys, since it's Halloween, I'm going to show you how to create these amazing ghosts with cloth simulation in Blender and how to texture it. So let's get started. So guys, in order for us to do the ghost body, we only need a cube, so Shift A, cube, let's enter edit mode, go to face, select the top face, extrude on E, extrude a bit, S to scale it down a bit, and now go to these side faces, Alt E, so extrude along normals, make it here, and now Alt E again, and this time GZ. So we create some kind of shoulders and arms. Okay, for this to look a bit better, I'm going to go to edge mode, select these edges, scale them, and now these ones, S, and G and up. Okay, I'm going to go to face mode again. These ones are a bit small, so G plus. And I think my shoulders are too wide, so scale them down a bit. And G up in here, so my head is a bit bigger. I think for now this is good, so let's get out of edit mode. Control 1, so we create a subdivision in our modifiers. Let's put 2 subdivisions and right click, shape to smooth. Okay, this is our base, and now to create our ghost we need a sheet, so Shift A, plane, scale it way up, sorry, GZ, I think around here it's okay, maybe a bit more, it's too small, like this, we want a big one. So now go to edit mode again, right click, subdivide all the way to 10 subdivisions, and I'm actually going to subdivide again, just one more time. And now I'm going to vertex mode. You can click right up here to go to vertex mode, edge mode, face mode, so vertex mode for me. Right click, merge vertices and by distance. And we are going to go all the way to 1, 1. So we have this shape. I think like this is good. Yes, and I'm going to subdivide it again. Okay, these vertices are bothering me, so I'm going to delete them. And now it's good. I'm going to rotate this, so RZ, the Z axis. Here I think it's good. And now we are going to add 2 modifiers. First, the solidify modifier. I'm going to leave it as default. And I'm going to add a subdivision surface. Okay. So now, in order for this to work, I'm going to actually open a new tab so we can have our timeline in here. I'm going to choose timeline, going all the way to the first one. And now I'm going to add a cloth, and in our little body shape kind of thing, I'm going to add a collision. In our collision, in the thickness outer, I'm going to crank this to 1 4, 5. And in here, I'm going to give the vertex mass 1 kilogram. So let's test. I'm going to go forward with this so you don't have to watch this because it's really slow. Okay, so now we are facing a problem, which is our cloth is getting all together and we don't want that. So in order for us to fix that, we need to go in here, go to collision and check self-collision. So now it should work right. Okay, I'm going to pause the video and come back. So now that we checked the dead box, our cloth it's no longer intersecting itself, and we need to bake this so we don't have to wait that much every time we play this, and even though it's slow and you depending on how much geometry you have. But for this to stay a bit faster, you can bake it, and what you need to do is go in the settings right here, right down into cache and bake all dynamics. First delete all bakes and then bake all dynamics, and this will create the animation for you every time and stay the same every time, and it will play a bit faster. Okay guys, now that we have baked our sheet, this plays way faster as you can see, and I added a subdivision and I clicked shift and I clicked the right mouse, shade to smooth, so this looks a bit better. And now we are going to create our sheet texture. So let's go to the shading mode, add a new texture, and we are going to use just 3 nodes. First a magic texture, now a bump. Okay, and I'm going to control T in here, so we add a mapping node, and I'm going to change this to object, connect the effect to the height and the normal to the normal. Okay, I'm going to change this to the render mode, and right now this looks a bit weird, and that's because we need to change this value. I'm going to go all the way to 80. And as you can see, it's starting to look a bit like fabric. I'm going to go to 100 just because I think this is too big for me. 100 looks good. And now I want to do one more thing, which is adding a color ramp to our alpha, just because if I crank the alpha down, as you can see, our cloud disappears, and that's exactly what I want to do in some parts. So we have some transparency because we are going to add some eyes like we saw in the beginning in the image. So we need to connect this color to our alpha, and I'm going to crank this all the way here. As you can see, we are getting more transparent, and this one here, so only some parts are transparent. So this is pretty much it for our base. And to create the eyes, it's actually pretty easy. Let me just show you my scene. This is my scene. If you want to know how I created this scene, you can check one of my other tutorials that I'm going to link down below. This is from my fog tutorial. So the eyes are actually just a little drawing that I took from Scary Face, and this is achievable by just Shift A, select single vertex, add vertex, And now we have here a vertex. We have to be in vertex mode in order for this to work. So every time you click A to extrude, it extrudes a new vertex, and you can create shapes like this. And in the end, when you are finished, you can just click fill. Let me just finish this for you so you can see. For example, let me create here. Okay, I have this, and now I'm going to select both of these and click F so it fills. And now go to objects. Sorry, go to faces, A, F, and you create a face with the shape that you want. So this is how I created our face. And the material of our face, it's actually quite simple as well. It's just an emission, and I crank it to 8. And so now when we go here, okay, our background is too strong, so 0.1. And so now, as you can see, our face is working. It's a bit noisy. Here it is. So it renders a bit faster, but it's here, and you just have to add your planes behind the sheet and you will have this effect. And so when you render with the denoising, it will stay more clear. So that's it, guys. This is how I created this ghost. I hope you liked it. Please leave a like, subscribe, and check my other tutorials. Thank you.